Hey, it's Arrow, and this is Vocal Defrag. Vocal defragging is giving yourself the opportunity to ask some damn questions. Just ask the questions, and then question the answers. That's the biggest challenge. Don't just settle for whatever answer came into your heart. Ask the questions, question the answers. There's two different styles of defragging that I do. I have a journal that I've been doing since November of 2017, and then while sharing the journey of defragging with many creative people around the world, they were like, I've never heard of this before. How do I begin? Where do I find the confidence to be able to do it? And so that's when I thought, okay, show people how to do it, not by exposing your personal handwritten journals, but to, do some examples in the way of vocalizing it. And that's where I learned one valuable thing about vocal defragging. In a journal, it's only words on a page. When you're vocal defragging into your digital device, while taking a walk like I am through this beautiful forest in South Charlotte, North Carolina, when you're vocal defragging, it's your emotions, it's your pitch, your volume, your tone. When you go in there and listen to it, you study it, you can physically hear where you are, mentally and physically. This is vocal defragging. I was with comedian Jared Freed today. He's got a brand new show on Netflix, and it's like 37 and single. But one of the subjects that we got onto was how you know that this is a divided nation because people will pick the damnedest things to argue about. We were talking about hecklers. The way that hecklers will try to jump into the show because they think what they're saying is funny, when in reality, no, it's not. It's pretty far from being F-U-N-N-Y. But people will pick the damnedest things to argue about. Now, I come from Montana. I come from a big family. You had to survive by one way: fight for your right. That's the way it was inside my family in Montana. And so I came into all of my relationships with basically anger. Anger in the way of, hey, we're doing it my way because everybody else in my family has done it their way. But if you're going to be with me, it's going to be my way. You know how many fights I lost? I lost a lot. So as I continued to grow older, putting on the adult clothes and things, I really kind of got disgruntled with myself in the way that I would instantly get upset. I had to figure out, what is the problem here? Why do you feel like you've got to be able to put a little bit of anger here, a little bit of anger over there? Let's get to the bottom of this and find peace. Now, why did I want peace? Because John Lennon always talked about peace. Ringo Starr, love and peace, love and peace. So that's the one thing that I was trying to plant inside my heart was, I want some of this stuff called love and peace. But where do you find it? Do I go find it in a church? Do I go find it, by reading books about motivation? I wanted to stop having the argument. Just like Jared Freed and I were talking about. People will have the damnedest things to argue about, and they will pick any subject just to argue, just to go through the motions of it. So the journey walked right into martial arts. We're going to figure out what is in the core of the mind, body, and soul. And what I learned was that you can find peace by making a choice. One simple choice. My choice is I don't want to have an argument with anybody. My choice is to take the time to listen, to hear your side of the story, and then to offer an idea as a way of testing the water. But if things heat up, step back and go a different direction. I know who the fire starters are around me every single day. I know who's going to pick an argument with me. But it's my choice to walk away. And that's one of the things that I learned as a martial artist. You don't walk up to the fight. You don't start the fight. Your goal on a daily basis is to figure out how you're not going to go into an area where you know there is going to be trouble. Walk around. Walk down the center of the road. Look at your life as being a highway. Which lane are you picking? You want to fight about it? No. So that right there is a great place for you to start by simply making a choice. What is your choice today? Some people can't make choices. They want other people to make the choices for them. Oh, not just in what restaurant do you want to go to. In everyday life, they want people to make decisions for them. One of the things that really inspires me about being where I am on this highway is that I want to include others in this choice. It's not that I'm going to make a choice for them. I want to be able to make a choice that says, hey, look, this is what I'm going to do. You're going to learn something if your choice is to join me, but I'm going to give you the opportunity to do that. So you start looking at the picture through a wide view lens, looking at everything around you, and not just a singular lens in the way of, hey, it's all about me and I'm not going to change. It's so funny that Jared and I also talked about that. Our single people set in their way, and he was like, oh yeah. Now this isn't just about being single, because the thing about being single can also be a single-minded person who is in a relationship. And yes, we are set in our ways, and when we get that way, what do? We become very protective of where we're walking, where we're growing. And man, somebody better not get in the way, because if they do, there we go. We are that divided nation. And I think sometimes that a divided nation starts with your personal journey. It starts with yourself. If you can't agree with yourself, then you're going to go find somebody to fight with. You can't deny it. We're all there. It seems to be the human thing. We've been doing it forever. We've read about those gigantic wars during the Egyptian times. You know, we saw the pictures of World War II, the Korean War. We see the wars that the human gets into. But is that really what you want to do? Is that really how you want to start your day, is to create a mess like that? You see the aftermaths of war. Go look at Paris. Go look at cities in Germany. Yeah, go look at places where war has been. You know, only Hollywood can clean up a city and rebuild it so Godzilla can come back and take on the town again. It doesn't go that way. So in your own personal life, what do you think you're doing to your heart and your mindset when all you want to do is find an argument? Break free of being set in your way. Ooh, well, that's a tough call, because all I'm trying to do is protect myself, right? When you break free of being set in your way, you become more open to the community around you. I know there are many times you just want to get away from people. I hear it all the time from those that I share the floor with at the Essential Job. They sit there and they tell me how much they hate people. Hate. I hear about so much hate. Well, you can't let it poison you. I realize that we all have to be very strong with our support, and we have to be great listeners, and we want to share the journey with anybody who's willing to learn with you. I get that. But the thing about it is, somewhere along the sidelines, one of you is going to start an argument, because we are a divided nation, and we're going to fight about things that really don't even matter. We know what's really going on deep inside of us, and we know how much the news penetrates our decision making. We may not start the fight trying to protect what it is that we don't believe in, but the thing is that we will take it out on people. And after the battle, it's no different than a city that's been under attack. You have all of those scars. They're never going to go away. They're scars. So why start the fight? Why do we have to be divided? Love and peace. Love and peace. I daily write. I vocal defrag, and I also do a defrag journal. I ask the questions and question the answers because I'm trying to understand the situation. When you do a defrag and you find yourself in a position of public appearance and something isn't sitting right in your soul and you just want to lay it out on the line, let people know how you feel about something, inside that mind, inside that heart, ask the questions and question the answers. Do I really want to get involved in this? What would be the final outcome? How can we find peace? Where would we like to plant even more peace? People will look up to you as a leader when you include them without judgment. Ask the questions. Question the answers. The thing is, we've always been a divided nation. We've just had some pretty darn good paint to hide it behind. It's not that way anymore. It's out in the open. Now the question is, what are you going to do about it? How are you going to help heal your heart before you reach anybody else? I'm Arrow, and that's Vocal Defrag.